Taoism is a philosophy that teaches an understanding of the universe that includes the whole earth and its people, and eventually evolves into a religion. Tao means the path or the way. It's the cause of the universe and is a force that flows through all of life. The Tao workings are often vast and beyond human logic, so in order to understand the Tao, one must have the ability to understand things immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. Taoism began in China, and it was believed to be founded by Lao Tzu in the 4th and 3rd centuries BCE. Lao Tzu wrote a volume entitled Tao Te Ching, meaning the Book of the Way, which is the holy book of Taoism. His teachings included the belief of oneness of humanity and nature. Tuanzu is considered Taoism's second founder. Zhang Daoling became the first celestial master and founded the very first organized Taoist school of thought. This tradition continues on today. Taoism became a semi-official Chinese philosophy during the Tang dynasty and continued throughout the Song dynasty. Confucianism eventually began to take over and caused Taoism to change from an official philosophy to a popular philosophical tradition. The major belief of Taoism is that one must live in accordance with the Tao. One of the basic beliefs is the Wu Wei, which translates to not doing and basically says to let nature take its course. Another major belief is afterlife. Taoists neither fear nor desire death. Life and death are basically two features of reality. Death is like a transition from being to non-being, or from yang to yin. Another major belief is the Kai. Kai means air or breath and refers to the energy flow or life force said to spread throughout all things. Taoists believe that matter arises from the Kai, and believe that the Kai is essential to having a long life and maintaining health. Feng Shui is also based on the flow of the Kai. Lao Tzu focused on humanity and nature and that people should learn to live in harmony with nature. This led to the rise of the concept Feng Shui, which is the art and science of organizing living spaces in order to channel the life forces that exist in nature in favorable ways. Another major belief is immortality. This was first introduced in the Tuanzu, and it sparked the idea of worshipping superhumans or perfected persons by Taoists. According to the Tuanzu, these beings are ageless and enjoy the power of flight. They are their own essential nature. The heart of Taoist rituals is to bring order and harmony to the world of nature, human society, and human individuals. Each rite can last up to several hours and consists of stages of purification, invocation of the deities, prayers, consecration and offerings, hymns, dances, and perambulations. Two types of rituals take place. One of them are funeral rites or periodic rites in support of ancestors, and are performed only by some groups of people with, to some extent, have different religious beliefs than others in the group. Secondly, there are rites on behalf of local communities. One major Taoist ritual is the Jiao, a rite of cosmic renewal, and is made up of several rituals. When rituals are focused toward the community, it can involve tens or even hundreds of villages, and usually happens every 3, 5, or 12 years. Taoism has many different holidays, but some of the major ones are the Lantern Festival, Tomb Sweeping Day, Dragon Boat Festival, and the Ghost Festival. In the Lantern Festival, Taoists celebrate the first full moon of the year and the birthday of the Tianguan, who is the official of heaven that bestows happiness. Tomb Sweeping Day is when Taoist followers celebrate their ancestors. The Dragon Boat Festival is a day to remember the Qi Yuan. And finally, the Ghost Festival is a day to remember the dead, kinda like Halloween for the United States. About 20 million people practice Taoism today. 30,000 of those followers are from North America. Over the years, Chinese government has attempted to ban and suppress Taoism, but its teachings still remain strong. For worshipping Tao, Taoists have a choice of worshipping at home or at a temple called the Gong. At the Gong, they're able to practice their ideas and thoughts. There are 3 types of gongs, which are palace-like, regular, and simple huts or caves. Though they vary by size, they're all built to serve the same function. Some people have trouble distinguishing the temples for Taoism and Buddhism because they are much alike on the outside, but to tell them apart, the holy statues of dragon and tiger are put in the front of the main gate of a Taoist temple, as shown in this picture below. The religious aspect of Taoism is polytheistic. They worship a number of deities and immortals and is important in achieving Tao. However, they do not pray to these deities and they must mediate inward and observe outward to figure out all the answers to life's problems. Taoism is an ethnic religion because it started in China and spread only within its boundaries, but it could also be said that Taoism is both ethnic and universalizing due to the spread of Taoism in some other parts of the world. Taoism is divided into two strands: philosophical Taoism and popular Taoism. Popular Taoism breaks into two main categories: Southern Taoism, which is popular in Taiwan and South China, and Northern Taoism, which is popular in mainland China. For Southern Taoism, healing rituals and exorcisms are performed in public and looked down upon by Northern Taoists. Northern Taoism emphasizes moral and spiritual discipline and continues with self-preservation practices. Taoism began in China in the late Eastern Han Dynasty. Northern and Southern dynasties recognized the legitimacy of the religion in comparison to Buddhism and gained support by some emperors. Due to national conflicts with the Qing dynasty, Taoism lost many followers. The Manchu royal family showed no interest in Taoism and hindered the spread of the philosophy. After the Cultural Revolution in China, however, Taoism began to spread all over China and eventually to Taiwan by its followers. Taoism was diffused by contagious diffusion and some relocation diffusion. It wasn't as big or widespread as other diffused religions, and it tended to stay in Eastern Asia. Today, Taoism is practiced mainly in China and Taiwan, and has been spread throughout much of Asia as well as the rest of the world.